So we're just going to do like a general strong practice. And what I would add today, just as an extra thing, is if you want to make any of it more challenging, as long as it's healthy and safe, then please feel free to do so. So like if you're in your down dog for a few breaths and you want to add the elbow drops to work with triceps, then that's fine. If you want to lift the leg up and come through a three-legged vinyasa, that's fine as well. But just do what works for you. You might not always want it to be, crazy and physical. You might just want it to be a bit more calm as well. So it's whatever works for you. So we're going to come to our seated position. So let's just check that we're nicely rooted into the mat. So just taking away the fleshy parts away from the sit bones. So we're nicely firmly rooted. And we're going to bring the hands to rest on the knees. We're going to inhale as we lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale to lower. Just take a few of these. You in the opposite direction. Oops, we've got someone coming in a bit late. Okay, if you've just come in, please mute yourselves. So we're going to take those shoulder rolls in the opposite direction. And just notice how the body's feeling. So as you take those shoulder rolls, really take your time to notice that movement of the shoulder blades up and that movement down. Beautiful. And we're going to extend it now. We're going to take the arms all the way up, take the gaze up. Exhale to release. Inhale to lift. Exhale to release. So just keep going with your own breath. Slowly release. So we're going to work into the neck as well. So bring the chin to the chest. Right. Hold it here for a couple of moments. Let's come back to center and all the way over to the neck. So keeping the spine nice and neutral. So we're working into the neck here. And then you can take a few rotations all the way around in both directions. Oh, yeah, that was much needed. And we're going to take that right hand and place it on the right shoulder, left hand to the outside of the right side of the face, and we're just going to stretch into the neck like so. Just take your time and breathe with it. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release. And just take your time, taking 2 deep breaths here with a neutral body. And we're going to move over to the other side. So we're going to stretch into the left side of the neck. So just be aware it might be different on one side, and that's absolutely fine. And slowly release. I'm going to take 3 deep breaths here. Lovely. And from here, I want you to take that right leg out and just press into the inside of the right thigh. So we're just stretching in and opening the body. We're going to flex that foot. You can micro bend that knee if you need to. We're going to inhale as we lift and lengthen through the left side. And we're just going to come for a nice stretch over towards that right foot. But feel that length in the upper body. Working with the breath. You may find more space as you continue. You may not. That's absolutely fine. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale. And as you inhale, come all the way up. Float that left arm behind you. And we're going to lift the hips coming into our baby one. Opening the heart. And we're going to slowly come back to the mat. And this time we're going to face that right leg. Micro bend the knee if you need to. We're going to inhale. You lift the arms up. Feel that length in the upper body. Exhale, we hinge forward from the hips. So just keep the arms nice and straight for now to encourage that lengthening in the upper body. I think sometimes if you grab the foot, it makes you want to slump forward. So let's keep it nice and strong and nice and long. You can take hold of the foot if it's there. And try not to lose that upper body length. And I want you to inhale, exhale. And slowly coming up on the next inhale. And I want you to take the left arm behind, all coming into a wild thing again. So feel that space. And slowly release, bringing the bum to the mat. And I want you to take the arms behind you on the right side of the body, lifting yourself up into downward facing dog. So don't worry where you are on the mat. If you're on the carpet, that's fine. And just take a few nice breaths in your down dog pose. And if you want, you can take your elbow dips, working into the triceps, working into the shoulders. It's your choice. And when you're ready, I want you to slowly come out of it and come back to your cross-legged position. Taking 3 breaths here. I want you to bring one hand to the heart, one hand onto the belly. And notice that space and that lift of the chest as we breathe in. Lovely. And we're going to bring that left leg out this time. And again, just give that inside thigh a little rub. I'm going to press that right foot towards it. Flex that foot. Micro bend that knee if you need to. We're going to inhale, we lift and then through the right. So feel that length. And we're going to nicely stretch over towards that left foot. Again, inhale to get that length and lift. Exhale to reach. And I want you to slowly come up on the inhale. Float that right hand behind you. We're going to inhale, we lift up into our baby one. Nice deep breath here. Slowly coming back to the mat. And we're going to face the left foot. So again, that micro bend if you need. And we're going to inhale, we lift up. And exhale, we hinge forward from the hips. So remember to keep the arms nice and long here. So we're encouraging that length in the upper body. Don't be afraid to look at yourself as well. Check your alignment. Deep inhale. Exhale. Now I want you to slowly come up on the inhale. So take your time. Let's take that right hand behind and we float back into our wild thing. Feel that length in the upper body as well. Feel that nice little back bend there as well. Open the heart. And we're going to slowly come back to the mat. And this time we're going to take the hands around the left side of the body. And we're going to come into our downward facing dog. So you can adjust yourself onto the mat if that helped you. And we're going to inhale, we lift the heel. Exhale to low. Inhale, exhale. Take a couple more. And again, if you want to take the elbow drops, if you want to work into the tricep, you can do that. Deep inhale. As you exhale, want to slowly step through back into your seated position. And this time we're going to take our seated cat-cow. So as you inhale, I want you to draw the heart towards the front of the room, shoulders coming in towards the spine. You can take the arms out wide. As you exhale, reverse that motion around the shoulders, draw the belly in towards the back of the room, and you can hug the arms as well. So just work through a few in your own breath. Just taking a couple more and slowly coming back to your neutral spine. And this time we're going to take the right hand to the right side of the mat. We're going to inhale as we lift and lengthen through the left. And we're just going to come over for a nice stretch to the right. Come onto the elbow if that's available on the right hand side, but don't lose that stretch. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, I want you to release both hands to the right side of the mat and bring yourself out into your plank pose. So keep it nice and strong. You can come onto the knees if that helps. And we're going to take our Chaturanga Push-Ups here. So keeping the shoulders nice and central, just working into the triceps. Slowly coming into a downward facing dog. Deep inhale. As you exhale, I want you to take the gaze between the hands and step or jump through to seated. And we're going to come back to our seated position. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths here. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. So nice and big. Inhaling all the way in. Exhale. Really feeling that breath, feeling the present moment. Beautiful. And we're going to take that left hand this time to the left side of the mat. We're going to inhale, be lift and lengthen through the right. And we're going to take a nice stretch over to the left. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, release the hands to the left side of the mat this time. And we're going to come back into our plank pose. And you can stay here or you can take your Chaturanga push-up. So really feel the triceps working here. Feel the core engaging here as well. So maybe take about 5. It's up to you. And when you're ready, just bring yourself back into a downward facing dog. You can inhale as you lift the heels, pedal the feet, bend the knees, it's your choice. Feel that strength and stability in the back of the body as well. So the lower back, the pelvis, nice and strong in the sacrum. Let's take one more inhale. As you exhale, take the gaze between the hands, step or jump through to seated. And from here, I want you to place one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. We're going to take 5 deep breaths. When you've done your breath, I want you to slowly bring yourself all the way down to the mat. And we're going to work into the abs just for a few moments. So I want you to lift the knees, bring them in towards the chest, and inhale as you lift the forehead up. Take the arms up. Exhale to release. Inhale to lift. Exhale to release. We're going to add the straightening of the legs as we lift up. As you exhale, straighten the legs, hover. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, bring it out. You can take the arms all the way up overhead as you exhale. Keep going for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Hold it here. Gently release. And just take a few moments to rest before we go on to the next exercise. So for the next exercise, I want you to bring the feet to the mat, knees bent towards the ceiling, taking the hands beside the head, and we're going to lift the chest. And as you inhale, I want you to bring the knees in towards the chest, and we're going to release the right leg out and in, left leg out and in. So just keep going in your own breath. You can mix it up a little bit. You can take it out to the side if you want, like so, working into the obliques. It's your choice. Just protecting the neck. I'm going to keep going for 5, 4, for 3, for 2. Let's take one more on each side. Take your time and release. And we're just going to rest here for a few moments before we go on to the next exercise. So just while you're resting, the next exercise, we're going to come into our boat pose, Navasana. And we're going to work from low boat to high boat. And what we're going to do is we're going to come from low boat to high boat, and then we're going to rock it forwards, and then come all the way up into a forward fold. And then I want you to dip and sweep the arms coming into your chair pose. And then slowly lowering down all the way from chair pose back into your boat pose. It also makes sense when you see. So when you're ready, let's just take a few more moments. And we're going to rock ourselves into our boat pose. So just take a few rolls. It's quite nice for the spine. Come into your boat pose. Straight arms, the straight legs, bent legs is entirely your choice. Keeping the back nice and neutral. So we're going to work our way for 3, for 2, for 1. Coming into your boat pose, cross the feet over, lift the bum off, coming into your forward fold with the feet crossed. We're going to inhale and exhale to fold. And I want you to uncross the feet, bend the knees, come up into your chair pose. And then just check your alignment here, press the feet into the mat. Take it a little deeper, bring it in, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to slowly start coming all the way back to the mat. If you want to add something, you can come all the way down like so. And then you can inhale as you lift all the way up. And then we come back into boat pose. That is essentially one cycle. And when you're going from low boat to high boat, let's just do it for a count of 3. Tap the abs on 2. And 1. Maybe cross the feet the other way, which is not the strongest way to be. Coming all the way up into your forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to release. Slowly uncross the feet. Dip and sweep coming into your chair pose. You can come with the balls of the feet if you want. It's your choice. You can take hold of opposite elbows. It's your choice. Let's draw those ribs in. Keep it nice and strong. Go a little deeper, working into the quads. And we're going to slowly come all the way down to the mat. Option to take the back all the way down. And lifting all the way up. I'm not so strong on that. And let's just take it again. So bring yourself into your Navasana. Again, just check your alignment here. Check your back is nice and strong. Bring the knees in and out. And let's stay here for 3, for 2, for 1. Crossover, come into your forward fold. Lift the chest, straighten the arms, exhale to fold. And we're going to straighten the feet and we're going to inhale, we dip and sweep into chair pose. One more time. Get a little deeper if you want. And we're going to slowly come all the way down. Press the feet into the mat as we bring ourselves all the way down. So take your time and release. And we're going to just rest here for a few moments. And we're going to do one final abs exercise. And it's going to be legs lifted, press and point, flex and point, rotate the ankles, coming down to your hover point. And we're going to take it out and in, out and in. Okay? So just take a few more breaths in your resting phase. Okay, so let's get ready. Hands by the side, palms facing the mat. We're going to lift the legs up one by one. Press the feet into the ceiling as we flex the toes towards the face. Point and flex. So take a few and let's rotate the ankles in both directions. And start opening them out wide as well, just to get a bit more movement into those legs. Coming all the way up, and let's lower the legs. Find your hover point. Tap the abs, bring it out wide. And in, and out, and in. Keep going. And we're going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring the knees in, hug it in, slowly release. We're going to bring the hands to the side and we're going to inhale. We lift the hips up, coming into our bridge pose. So engage the quads here, working into the glutes, into the back bend. Deep inhale. Slowly coming down on the exhale. We're just going to take a few breaths here before we move into our twists. you're ready, taking the arms out wide, pressing the feet into the mat. We're going to lift the hips up, shift them over to the right as we twist over towards the left. You can take that left hand and press it into the outside of the right thigh if you want to go deeper into the twist. Gaze wherever it's comfortable. Really feel that breath in that right side body. So take your time. Deep inhale. Exhale. Just taking a couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, slowly lifting up on the next inhale. Bring the hands to the side, and we're going to inhale. We lift the hips up, coming into bridge pose. Keep it nice and strong. Engage the quads, engage the inner thigh muscles as well. Let's hold it here for a few more breaths. Take one more inhale together. And exhale, slowly release. Let's take the arms out wide. Inhale, lift the hips over to the left as we twist towards the right. And remember, you can take any safe variation here. Deep inhale. Exhale. Let's slowly come up together on the next inhale. Take the arms by the side, and we're going to inhale as we come up into one more bridge pose. Check the glutes are nicely engaged. Keeping it nice and strong. Let's stay here for 3. Breathing in on 2. Take a deep inhale together on 1. Exhaling all the way out. One final inhale. And exhale to release. Bring the knees in. And I want you to bring yourself into your tabletop position in a nice, safe way. Hands spread out nice and wide. Wrists below the shoulders, knees below the hips. We're going to tuck the toes under as we lift the hips up, coming all the way into downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, bend the knees, whatever you need. Let's inhale, lift the heels. Exhale to lower. And again, and release. One more time. Lift them up. Feel that stretch and release. Shoulders away from the ears. External rotation of the upper arms. Let's come forward into plank pose. And hold it here. Keep it nice and strong. Keeping the shoulders nice and strong. Make sure you're not hunting the shoulders, rounding them too much. Bend the knees. Roll up, downward facing. And again, coming forward into plank pose. Draw the heels away, keeping the core nice and strong. And let's bend the knees, roll up into your downward facing dog. Feel that strength and stability in the back of the body as well. We're going to take a deep inhale. As you exhale, take the gaze between the hands. Slowly walk the feet towards the hands. We're going to inhale for our halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And just shake it out wherever you want. You shake the head, not the head, your choice. Anything you want to do. Keeping that nice bend in the knees. Knees it. And then wait to grab hold of whatever's available. Knees, shin, toes, that. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, through. Keep going a few more times. When you're ready, let's slowly come up together on the inhale. Keeping that nice little bend in the knees. Lifting all the way up. Come onto the tiptoes if you want. And release. Bring the arms to the side, coming into your Tadasana. Lift the toes up, spread them out as you come back to the mat. Have a little bit of the weight shift towards the heels, shoulders away from the in, arms by the side. We're going to inhale to rise. Exhale, let's fold forward from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back into plank. Hold it here for a deep inhale. Exhale, let's lower it down. Elbows in towards the body. Open the heart. Downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Remember, you can add the elbow dips if you want. It's your choice. We're going to take a nice deep inhale together. As you exhale, take the gaze between the hands and slowly walk or step feet to hand. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. We're going to inhale again, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Really feel that nice stretch in the hamstrings. Remember to lift up if it's uncomfortable or painful. And we're going to inhale to rise through Hastasana, gazing up. Exhale to release. And finding your way back into Tadasana. Make your adjustments if you need to. Going to inhale to rise. Exhale, let's fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let's step it back into plank. Hold your plank pose, keep it nice and strong. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let's lower it down. Elbows coming in towards the ribs. Nice, strong shoulders. Opening the heart. And downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to inhale that right leg in the air. Let's bend the right knee. Bring the right foot to the outside of the right hand. You can drop the back if you want. As you inhale and lift that right arm up. A nice twist towards the right. Keep that left shoulder blade nice and strong. Breathing in, breathing out. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, let's release that right hand to the inside of the right foot. And I want you to slowly walk the hand towards the left side of the mat as we're coming into our side lunge like so. You can take off the hands if you want, it's your choice. Otherwise, you can bring the right hand to the mat and we're going to inhale as we lift that left arm all the way up. Deep inhale. Exhale. And as you inhale, I want you to lift yourself up into warrior two, bending into that right knee. Adjust whatever you need to adjust. Widen the stance if you need to. See if you can bring that thigh a little further down towards the mat. Bringing the arms up, gazing over the right fingertips. Lift that palm, reverse the warrior. Nice and long. Let's come back into our warrior two. I want you to straighten that front knee, reach forward with the right fingertip, coming into Trikonasana, taking that left hand up towards the sky. Remember to feel that nice lift of the ribs up towards the sky, drawing that left hip back and up, if it's safe. Take a deep inhale, exhale. And as you inhale, lift yourself all the way up, coming back into your warrior two. Keep it nice and strong. I want you to drop the right elbow, take yourself into a side angle stretch. The left arm comes up and over. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, I want you to frame that right foot. Shoot that left leg all the way in the air. Option to release. Option two, flow through a three-legged vinyasa. And we're all going to meet in downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, gaze between the hands. Step, walk, or float, feet to hands. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise through Hastasana. Exhale to. And just shake it all out. We're going to do the same sequence on the other side. Just take your time. Find Uttanasana. Pressing the feet into the mat. Lift up the toes. Spread them out. Shoulders away from you. Take it here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale to rise. Exhale, let's fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step it into plank pose. Hold it here, drawing the heels away from the body. Take a deep inhale, and let's lower it down through Chaturanga. Opening the heart, downward facing. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's lift that left leg in the air this time. We're going to bend that left knee, bring the left foot outside the left hand. And you're going to lift that left arm up. Option to drop the back knee if you wish. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep that right shoulder nice and strong. Deep inhale. As you exhale, we're going to release that left hand to the mat. And we're going to walk our hands towards the right as we come into the low lunge on the left side. So bending into that left knee, keeping it nice and strong. Option to release the hand, it's your choice. Otherwise, we're going to drop that left hand, shoot that right arm up, nicely stretched. And when you're breathing in, feel that lift all the way up, breathing out. And let's slowly come up on the inhale into our warrior two. I'm just going to turn it around this side. So making the adjustments, bending into that left knee. And you want to be putting some pressure on the outer edge of that right foot. Lifting the arms up, warrior two. Taking the gaze over the left fingertips. Split the palm, reverse the warrior. And let's come back into warrior two. Straighten that front knee. And we're going to reach forward with the left fingers, coming into Trikonasana on the other side. So the right hand comes up. And again, just checking you're in line with here. A little bit of self-discipline. Deep inhale. Exhale. And slowly coming up on the inhale. Bending into that left knee again, coming into your warrior two. And we're going to drop that left elbow, coming into our side angle stretch. So shooting that right arm up and over. You can release the left hand if you want, it's your choice. Just take a deep inhale. As you exhale, let's frame that left foot. Shoot that left leg into the air. Option to come into your down dog. Option to work through a three-legged vinyasa. And we're going to meet in downward facing dog. And we're going to take 3 line breaths here. Deep breath. As you exhale, take the gaze between the hands. Step or jump, feet to hands. We're going to inhale for our halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise through Hastasana. Exhale to release. We're coming towards the end of our practice. We've got about 3 minutes to go. Coming into Tadasana. Nice and strong. Going to inhale to rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it into your final plank. Take a deep inhale. Lower it down through Chaturanga. And downward facing dog. Let's take one more inhale. As you exhale, gaze between the hands. Step or jump through to seated. And I want you to slowly bring the feet together, open them out like a book. We're going to inhale, we lift and lengthen. Exhale, we reach forward. This is our final pose before Shavasana. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Let's slowly come up on the inhale. And in your own time, I want you to draw the knees in towards each other. And we're going to come all the way down for our final Shavasana. And we'll be here for about a minute or so. So just spread yourself out. Just going to start to deepen the breath. Let's slowly start wiggling the fingers and the toes. Let's rotate the ankles and the wrists in both directions. Taking a nice big stretch. And let's bring in the knees to the chest. And give yourself a nice little hug. And I want you just to do any little movements that you need and meet me in our cross-legged position in a few moments. So just bringing your hands to heart center if you want to, keeping the eyes closed and the face soft. We're going to end today's practice with our 3 clearing breaths. Little reminder of life, we're always rushing around. We don't often take the chance to step back and listen to our bodies and listen to our minds. Really do understand the body knows the score, and sometimes doing nothing is the most important thing that we can do for ourselves. So please take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for today's practice. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Shabnam.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'll let you know if there'll be another class, but I think it's unlikely because I've got a few training sessions coming up for work-related stuff. So it might be a bit difficult to fit it in, but I'll keep you posted.
Okay. We'll see you next week if not. Bye.
No worries. Take care. Bye.